What's good, y'all? So I came to this park in I'm in Studio City, California right now, kind of in the middle of Studio City, and I just wanted to come talk to y'all, just one-on-one, whoever may watch this in the future. I brought some notes, like topics I wanted to touch on and shit. But yeah, I like doing these vlogs because it's good for me to look at where I was and what I was thinking a month ago, a year ago, and just see my progress. And I like to just keep y'all on the same page as me because, you know, I'm just a person and I can talk about my life and experiences, and it turns out some people like to hear that. So I want to keep doing these vlogs as a self-check-in, like for myself, and also to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on with me and all that for anybody that might care, you know? Brought some water. I brought some infused slushy pops. Check these out. Infused pop. What are these called? Freeze pops? Hell yeah. I haven't had one of these in a minute, dude, since I was like young. I don't want to see what this is about. I just go to this one dispensary all the time, and the lady, she gave me a free one of these, so it's only got like 10 milligrams of THC, but nah, that shit's kind of gas. I can taste the weed though in it. Tastes like straight weed, which I don't necessarily like, but interesting. But yeah, so I hope y'all have been well. I hope you keep making progress to where you need to be as well, because I love supporting my supporters, and I love supporting other artists that I believe in and that are genuine people, and I just have some people I want to see win. So all y'all that might be watching that I've crossed paths with or I talked to in the DMs or whatever, like, I hope you've been good for real, and I wish nothing but blessings towards you. I hope you keep energy with you, stay motivated, stay focused, make lists, and just knock it out. And even if you don't get everything done one day, you know, just don't get discouraged. Just wake up, revamp your to-do list, see what's still important to you, and just keep trying to make progress towards where you want to be, you know? Sometimes we're too hard on ourselves, and we put too much on our plate, and then we get mad at ourselves when we can't get it all done. But I can share with you from experience that I have a to-do list that I've been moving to a new list and revamping and carrying things over for like 3 months, and it still has like 30 things on it I need to do. So, but I don't let it discourage me. I just try to get what I can get done every day, and I try to do my best, and that's all I can do, you know? Same goes to all of us. But we gotta hold ourselves accountable and not waste any time, because time is the most valuable thing. The more life goes on, the more I realize how valuable time is, and how you just need to make the most of every day. Like, there's no excuses. Of course, you might need to heal once in a while and take care of your body and your mind, but man, we're all gonna die, you know? Like, we have to make the most of the time we have here to make an impact, mostly just to make a positive impact for ourselves, the people we love, and the humans that will follow us of generations to come, you know? But the album that I've been working on for like a year and a half, you may know, you may not know, but it's called Divergence, right? It has 13 songs on it. I've taken songs off, put new ones on over the last year, and I finally came to the conclusion of 13 songs that I believe in, that I just love the journey they take me on, and they reflect the journey I've been on. So if you want to listen to those, that is going to be out soon. I have the masters all done now. I have all the songs selected, and it's really like a dark electro grunge type of album mixed with kind of dark wave music, new wave music, but specifically dark wave. And I don't know, I'm really proud of it, and I don't want to fuck with it anymore. I don't want to tweak it anymore. And I just hope you guys love it. I know I love it. I just hope the world sees what I'm trying to do and sees what I'm doing. And I hope it can reach as many people as possible, because I truly designed it to be fun, pleasant to the ear, not corny in any way, but I hate to say relatable, but I tried to make it a good balance of being authentic to me and being relatable to the world, or likable to the world, digestible to the world, just enough, but still having the balance of what is me and what's authentic to me and the message I'm trying to spread in my music, you know? Which is something that's very hard to do, and I feel like it's taken me years to find that balance, because for a while I would just make only what I wanted to make, which is beautiful, and you always should put your opinion first. But I wasn't aware enough about how the world would perceive it, so I feel like that held me back, because you have to have both to be an artist that can make money off your music and still love your music, still stand behind the message that you're projecting into the world, but have it digestible enough that you can make money and support yourself off of it, you know what I mean? But anyways, Divergence is done. Going back to that, it's done. I'm not gonna touch it. It is what it is. Exactly how it is right now is how it's gonna come out. But right now I'm just trying to get some funds together, get a few bands together to do a release party, to have some money for running ads, because sadly that's what it is in today's music age. Like, you need money to run ads, and you need good promotion, because it's so oversaturated that I can't just drop this album and expect that people will just carry it to the hills and shout that it's out, because they won't. I need to push it. I need a coordinated release plan, and it needs to be the right time. So when the time comes where I know it's the right time, I'm gonna put Divergence out, and I will announce the release date as soon as possible, but I'm thinking it's gonna be in late October, probably. Yeah, it's probably gonna be in late October or early November. Possibly September, but it's just all in the air right now, because it has to be the right time, because I have some big things that are in the air right now, and I just don't know how it's gonna pan out, but I need to take full advantage of the leverage that it'll bring. And I guess I can tell you guys what it is. I just can't be too specific, but basically I got signed to a really big modeling agency just out of the blue. I wasn't even trying to get signed to a modeling agency or anything, but I got discovered at a birthday party my homie's birthday party. Shout out boy Jared. And yeah, but basically I got discovered at a party, and they brought me to this agency, and they fell in love with me. They wanted to sign me, and they're hyping me up for real. Like, they have big plans for my launch. I can't say which agency just because of, like, they don't want me to till they launch me. They want it to be a secret. But y'all will see me on some big covers, and y'all will see me doing my thing over in New York, Paris, Milan, London. Eventually, I'm gonna see what brands are interested, and I'm gonna try to play my cards right and go with brands that I genuinely like. But yeah, that's something new. I've been going to all the photo shoots. I've been trying to build my book. I've been doing the digitals, you know, going to the agency, talking to the people, and just coordinating. So that's all really new to me, and I've been making music for the last, as long as I can remember. So I knew I was a good-looking guy, like, recently, but honestly, I grew up as like an outcast, and I was kind of the class clown or the stoner or I was kind of an outcast in high school, and like the real friends I made were after high school, like through music, and music led me to a lot of my closest friends to this day. So I never thought of myself as like a model or an extremely good looking dude. Like, I was like, you know, I'm hot or whatever, but I love myself. But I never thought I would be signed to a modeling agency. So I just thank God, I thank my family, I thank my girlfriend, the people who support me, because without them I never would have been able to be in this situation to get signed out here in LA. So yeah, I just thank God and my family and my girlfriend, all the homies that support me for real, because I don't know where I'd be without all those people. Let me see what else I wanted to touch on besides the album, the modeling coming up. I wanted to tell y'all like why I do what I do in general, and why I am this person, why I do these things. And I feel like it really boils down like back to that exact reason. It's like, I'm so grateful to the people who have poured love and energy into me over the years since I was a teenager. And I mainly just want to repay those people, like repay my girlfriend, repay my family, all the energy and time and money that they've invested into me, because they believe in me and they love me. And I just cannot let those people down. And before any of that, I had a love for music, and I had a love for creating art. And like I said, it brought me some of my closest friends. It helped me have a purpose. It helped me pass time in the long winters in Minnesota when I was just bored out of my mind in a studio. It's helped me through a lot of things, and that's why I keep doing this music, and I'll never give up until I can repay those people and build myself up as well, and just make a way for all the people I love, man. Mainly like Zena, my dad, my mom, my brothers, my nieces and nephews, and other kids that look up to me as well. Jin.exe, K-Cash, Jen, you know, Shy and her kids. Just all the homies, man. Mockingbird, I met him out here. I want to see Kilvane win. He just dropped a fire new album called This House Is Made of Bones. If you like some real rock shit, go listen to that. It's one of the best rock albums I've heard in like a long time, possibly ever. So go listen to that Kilvane this house is made of bones. I want to see Kilvan win. He's got mad talent. All his homies, Heffy, you know, Talkless, Mag Kelly, they all are dope as fuck, and almost all of them have showed me love when I've seen them in real life at shows and shit. They all are just genuine dudes. Like, I need to see them win, like, and I'll do everything I can to promote them as well, because they're just kids like me that make great art and believe in themselves, and they want to see their people win too, so I'll always shout them out. And yeah, but that's really like why I do what I do, just to make a way for myself, and my people, because I don't know where I would be without this shit and without these people. So that just feels like my purpose, and after I fulfill that purpose, maybe I can find another purpose, you know, that I need to fulfill. But that's my top priority, is just create stability for all these artists and people and family that I love. Create stability, take the stress off their shoulders so we can just do whatever we want to do and create some beautiful moments, have more time to socialize and do things together, travel together, see the world, and keep creating. So that pretty much is that. Let me see what else I want to talk about. Yeah, life recently, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Life recently has been hard. Like, besides all this is all blessings, and a lot of things have been going good, but financially I've been struggling. I'm pretty much dead broke. Like, I'm probably broker than most of y'all right now. Even with all these things going on, like, I am dead broke right now, man. And my girl helps me, my family help me. But yeah, I just go from job to job, like trying to stay afloat, month to month, pay my rent, do what I need to do. Hasn't been easy, but I can't complain. Like, there's people in worse situations, and I know my time will come, and I keep God in my heart, and I just ask God for wisdom, I ask God for strength, I ask God for protection for my people, and all after I give thanks to God, because I try to never ask for anything unless I show God how grateful I am for the things I've already received before I ask for anything, and I try to make what I ask for count. So I know, even though life gets hard sometimes, even for me, but if you pray, keep good homies around you, like, believe in yourself, put yourself out there are people that will help you, and there are ways you can help yourself. But you have to stay motivated. You can't get lazy. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay searching. You have to stay learning about yourself. It's a process, but I don't know, man. It's just, this life is so beautiful that I just try to keep expanding my knowledge, asking for wisdom, mainly the wisdom I need to help myself, to help the world, and to help these people I've been speaking of. So that's what it is, pretty much. That's how life's been recently. Like, it's crazy, but things are right around the corner, and this unknown agency is gonna launch me in like the next 6 weeks, come next fashion season. So maybe I'll look back on this vlog and be like, that's crazy. I was sitting at this park, broke as fuck, not knowing what the fuck was gonna happen. I had this album that wasn't even out yet, Divergence, and I still knew where I was going, and I still knew what I was doing. So hopefully that's the case, and I look back on this vlog in like a few months and I'm like, wow, life has just changed. And I know it will. I can feel it. I can feel something coming, and I know something's coming now. So I'll just try to make the best of each day and see what I can do. But if that's the case, shout out this version of me for sticking through the hard times, you know what I'm saying? I have some ideas for also cleaning up the streets, which at first I was afraid to present, but why not just put it out there? Because I don't have the funds to obtain it. So at least this will be proof that I was thinking of this at this time, and if somebody has the funds to carry this out and is willing to give me a percentage for coming up with the idea, hey, this vlog is here, it's proof. But I had this idea, like, we could create these machines that we could put around highly populated cities, because we know when a city gets highly populated, the middle class shrinks and the lower class, the very lower class, like homeless and people in poverty, increases, and the 1% or the upper class increases, right? In big cities, that's just what happens. So you're left with a lot of homeless people who end up forming drug problems, mental health issues, you name it, because they're trapped on the streets with those drugs and those crazy people. And I had this idea to team up with Cash App or Venmo or Chime or some money company, and we would invest with some engineers and scientists to create these machines that basically, they would look almost like a vending machine but bigger, and they would have a shipping container underneath the ground that is just ready to be towed away by a truck. And basically somebody in poverty without a job or who's struggling, they could go around, and they already collect trash and give it to the recycling companies, but it would be like a mobile drop-off center type vending machine where homeless people could bring, not even homeless, but people without jobs or who need more money, who are in poverty, could bring bags of plastic bottles, could bring a bag of glass bottles, could bring a bag of aluminum. And this machine, let's just call it, what do we call it? Let's call it the Depot Compact. So they could bring it to this Depot Compact station, put their bag in, swipe their distributed Chime, Venmo, or Cash App card, whichever company was to team with us to bring this to life, and they could swipe their debit card from whichever company, put their trash in the machine, it would compact it into a cube, heat it up, compact it into a cube of aluminum, and it would instantly weigh it, determine how much it's worth, and it would instantly deposit that to their debit card. And that would be a great way you could simultaneously clean up the streets and help lower class people make money to save up for an apartment or a Section 8, whatever they have to do to get off the street. It would help them save up and have a side hustle. It would clean the street, and I think it would just be an all-around great thing. And you can design it so that the debit card company makes some money, or the money transferring company makes some money off the top. Our company that makes the machine makes some money off the top, but it's still very profitable for lower income people to have a side hustle no matter what. So they can't say there's no other way for them to make money, because that would exist, and it would be more accessible than having a few recycling centers way all over the city. It would be in each city there would be a depot compactor, called whatever we end up calling it. But I just wanted to put that idea out there because I feel like it's a great idea. I would need investors, or we as a team would need to come together and find investors. So if you're watching this and you are one, DM me on Instagram or email me, and let's see what we can do, because this is proof that I had the idea at this time. So Yeah, but it's not attainable for me right now, so I would rather put the idea out and hope to get a percentage of it if it comes to life, rather than just never talk about it because I'm greedy and I want to get all the money from it. I would rather see these people get a way to make money and clean up the streets, even if somebody steals my idea or some mega corporation steals my idea. At least it can make a positive impact, you know? But what else? Oh yeah, this thing with the Olympics, man. Like, my girl was afraid about me talking about this, but I'm just not afraid to talk about it because I find it to be the truth, and I'm not afraid to talk about the truth. And I feel like this is getting mixed up in the media. But tell me if I'm wrong, please. I'm not being arrogant, and I'm not just saying this to start controversy. This is truly how I feel. And before I even say this, I want to say I have love for all people. I see us all as souls, and I see us all as a vessel containing a soul. First of all, that's how I interpret all beings on life. We're all souls in vessels. So I have love for all of us. But when it comes to this Olympics thing, with trans women wanting to compete, you know, with women, I can't see how it's right, because at the end of the day, these biological women have been competing for these records for God knows how long, you know, decades and decades. They've been competing for these records. And at the end of the day, I have no hatred towards trans women or anybody for that matter on earth, but at the end of the day, a trans woman was a biological male who decided to get surgery and take hormones to identify as a woman, which is completely fine. But at the end of the day, it's a fact that they are a biological man who has had some gender dysphoria, gender euphoria, whatever you want to call it, and they decided to get surgeries to alter them to look more like a woman and to identify as a woman eventually, right? But that doesn't change the fact that they biologically were born as a male, and they have a male body. They have male anatomy, like that. It just comes down to that. And I don't think it's fair to these biological women to have to be competing with biological males. Or let's rephrase that. Something's going on, man. But no, y'all can probably hear me, but I just don't see how it's fair that biological women have to compete with other people that identify as women who were born as biological males. It's just not right to me, and everybody's afraid to talk about it because they're afraid that they're being like discriminatory or like prejudiced in some way, but you're not. It's just a fact. You're not being discriminatory to say women should have their own league of competition for biological women. And maybe if there's enough of them, we could form a new competing ranking with trans women. There could be a new competitive ranking specifically for trans women. And when I said that, I've heard like, well, there's not enough of them, but that's not an excuse. There's plenty of trans women I've seen all around that I think enough there could be a league. And regardless if there's not enough or whatever, like, it's just not fair to women. To undermine biological women because of a small percentage of people who are trans women is just not right. And I will stand behind that. Like, I do not think that's right. And I think we should give women back their own competitive lane and retract any records that were set by a trans woman, because it's just not the same. I'm sorry. It's just, from the facts of our anatomy and what we were born as, that's how I see it. And I wanted to say that in this because it's been all over social media, and I know a lot of people are afraid to talk about that, but tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, or I might get a ton of backlash, but that's how I see it, and nobody can change my view on it. Because that's a fact. It's not an opinion. And yeah, besides Divergence, after that I have another EP called Cold World, which is 5 songs. And after that I have an EP called Rainfall. So as soon as I can get some momentum going, I will be rolling out all these projects, like when I feel like the time is right, I'm ready, I have the funds. So you have something else to look forward to after Divergence as well. And yeah, I'm excited for those. Those are both different. The Cold World EP is more electric, hip-hop kind of, synth, yeah, kind of like synthwave hip-hop mixed with some pop punk. And then Rainfall is like completely post-punk dark wave shit that I designed to be specifically for driving around on a rainy day. And I'm excited for some singles I have with Jin too that will drop, like Dark Wave Twins, One Shot. We put out Somber Euphoria recently, which has been gaining a little bit of traction on SoundCloud. So go check out Somber Euphoria. That's a more indie record that Jin played the guitar on, and then I did the vocals and the mix and all that. And well, actually Jin made that whole beat. I take that back. Jin made that whole beat and I did the vocals. So go stream Somber Euphoria on wherever you listen to music. That's a good one. And what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I actually wanted to know what you guys want me to talk about. So leave some comments and tell me some topics you would want me to touch on, or just see what my thoughts are about something, and I'll try to talk about it in the next vlog. Also, leave in the comments, do you think humans had help building the pyramids? If so, tell me why you think they had help in the comments, or if you think they were able to build them by themselves, tell me like how you think they did it. Because I was doing the math, and it's actually crazy when you think about the average block of those pyramids was like 3 tons, 2.5 tons. And I did the math. The average human can push 50 pounds of force, and I know they might have had rollies or pulley systems, or different rope mechanisms that help them. But it's just amazing to me, like, and there's pyramids all over the earth, not just the Egyptian pyramids, the pyramids of Giza, but there's pyramids they found in Alaska, Antarctica, the Mayan pyramids. There's pyramids all over Earth that have similar hieroglyphs and similar structure, and yet none of those civilizations, as far as we know, were in communication. They didn't have the means to communicate that long ago, as far as we know, and yet they had such similar structures and hieroglyphs on their pyramids that some people think it was like Nordic aliens who are time travelers, and they left the pyramids all over Earth to remind them that this is a civilization that they're protecting, because the fate of their future civilization depends on altering our timeline. And they had the means to control gravity and space-time and bend it so they could come back here and alter the timeline so that maybe their future civilization would have hope to exist, because they might have gone extinct if they didn't travel back in time or something, which I think is a really interesting theory. They call them the Nordics, but it's definitely interesting to learn about that, because there's so many mysteries behind the pyramids and the building of them and the hieroglyphs, and I'm just fascinated by that. The mysteries of humankind and our history. It's crazy. We're a peculiar race, and we have a very peculiar history. So that's something I just love to think about, so I thought I would throw it in there. Maybe I'll talk about it more in another vlog, but I wanted to see what y'all think of that, because I'm genuinely curious about that. And I do believe in aliens. I've seen a UFO in my life. Believe it or not, I was at Superstition Mountain on my birthday in 2020. It was January 1st, 2020 at Superstition Mountains. And I have a video that I used to have it up on my Instagram, but I privated or archived it because it kept getting me shadow banned. But yeah, if you want to see it, I'll send it to you. DM me on Instagram or something. But I've seen a UFO, and I genuinely believe in aliens. I just don't know what their purpose is here, or what they look like, or how advanced they may be, but I think they have good intentions. I think it's mainly as guardians, protectors, and scientists. I think those are the main reasons they're here. I could be wrong, but maybe they just want to party. You know, maybe they came here for the weed, or the flapjacks, or the clubs. Maybe they're dancers. They like to go undercover in club, you know, in Ibiza, or Bar Sinister over here in LA. You know, they might be in disguise living amongst us. Or we might be the hybrids of aliens as well. I'm sure you've heard that theory of, like, aliens came to Earth in our primal stages and bred with us, and therefore modern humans today could just be hybrids of aliens and ancient humans, and that could literally be what I am and what you are and what we all are today as we know ourselves as modern humans. So there's a crazy thought to leave you with, but I think I'm gonna end this because I talked about a good amount of stuff, and I think I updated you guys on everything I wanted to. So I'll come on here and do another vlog soon and just let my stream of consciousness flow with some topics in front of me to touch on. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. Energy, blessings, wisdom, abundance, stability. Anything you might need, you can get it. Just take care of yourself. Be cautious, yet live life to the fullest. And show some love out here, man. There's not enough love to go around, so be kind, be open-minded, and show some love as well. And the universe and God, being one and the same, will return that energy ×3. So that's all we gotta know, you know? Anyways, I love y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. Peace out.